Hey, I wanted to take a minute and talk to you about a little bit of jig fishing. It's the middle of summer. I guess it's almost the end of summer now. It's August, and one of my favorite things to do is throw a jig. So I wanted to take a few minutes, talk to you about this stuff, but really jig fishing is a massive, massive topic. So I'm not even going to act like we can cover that in one or two or even in a series of videos. An avid jig fisherman knows that this subject is huge. So what I want to do right now is just talk to you about one particular jig, which is the Pitchin Jig. This style of head, commonly known as an arkie-style head, is probably the most versatile jig head that you can use. In my own jig fishing, I go to these probably 75% of the time. Absolutely love them. So I wanted to take a minute and just give you a brief breakdown. I'm not going to go into a ton of detail, but just wanted to talk to you a little bit mostly about colors that I use. I am a huge believer in colors. A lot of people say, oh, it doesn't matter. You just need one or two or three prime colors and you're good to go. But, frankly, I don't agree with that. I don't think you need 100 different jig colors, but I think the colors you do need or you do have need to be complex colors, because that is what takes something from just looking like a brown lump of material and turns it into something that looks living in the water. So the jigs that I use, if you already know me, you know I use dirty jigs. As far as I'm concerned, there's no other jig company on the market. When it comes to color, these have it. Nobody holds a candle to this, in my opinion. And I've got a pretty firm opinion on this one, let me tell you. But I wanted to just run through these colors real quick. I only use a handful of colors. My number one, there is no question, is this one right here. It's called Molting Crawl. So it's a 3/4 ounce pitching jig. Again, 3/4 is what I use almost all the time, even in shallow water, because I can, and I get better feel out of it. So 3/4 ounce. Molting Crawl. What it is, it looks like it's a black and brown jig, but it's not. Seven different colors of brown. What that does is in the water is when it moves, you've got all those different colors changing. It just looks alive. It's not a solid object. The fish can't get a good look at it. It adds so much realism to the bait. That's my number one color. The next one, this one right here, it's called Camouflage. And again, where you can look at these dirtyjigstackle.com, or you can also see them at tacklewarehouse.com. Camouflage is more of a green and brown base, but again, tons of different colors. Then you've got to have your black and blue, obviously. This one is called Super Matte Brown. That would be my color. It's a purple and brown, but a lot of cinnamon in there, a little bit of black. Again, I want these jigs to have a lot of different colors in them. And then just two more. And that's really it. That's all I use. There's one of them. This one is called Kirk's Craw. It's my brown and orange base. But it's got several colors of brown, some orange, tan, black, another just phenomenal color. And then last, but by no means least, this guy right here. Here's one. This one's called Dirt Nap. Just another phenomenal color. Black, brown, tan, gold, another just realistic crawdad color. So those are the colors I like. There's 6 of them. Now you know what they are, and I mean it. I'm not kidding. Here they are. Big old box, 6 colors, 2 sizes, 1/2 ounce and 3/4 ounce. I mean it. Now as far as fishing them, the reason I use this pitching style head, this arkie style head, is because you can fish these in rock. You can get away with it around wood, well, they're great in wood. You can get away with it around grass, around heavy vegetation. It is just the number one style of head, and then it's got a good stout hook behind it. So check those out, dirtyjigs.com, and we'll go from there. I'll film some more stuff on this in the near future. Have a good night.